Hi, I'm Sophie, and welcome to my world. Well, we promised that we would make lots and lots of faces for our little purse. We started out with the fox purse, and then we followed up with the rainbow pony purse. And now, in honor of Thanksgiving, we're gonna do the turkey purse. And I'm gonna show you how to make this cute little fella right now. So for this project, we're actually gonna use a lot of different colors of tape. First thing you've got to make is you've got to make one of these purse bodies. And if you don't know how to make this purse body, make sure you go to the link below and check out the fox purse body. You're going to need to make one of these in the turkey body color. Whatever color you want to make your turkey body is what color you want to make your purse. So first thing first, make sure that you have one of these purse bodies. Okay, next thing, you're going to want your duct tape, and I'm going to be using red, orange, and yellow for my feathers. I've got my browns here and my black for my eyes and my little stripes. I'm going to also be using an X-Acto knife. Make sure that you always use adult supervision. I've got my work surface, a little bit of sticky back Velcro. I've got a Sharpie pen, some scissors. I've got my downloadable templates, which I will cut. And then I've also got, and you get these at Sophie-World.com, I've got a piece of yellow duct tape fabric that I've pre-made here. This is 8.5 by 5, so 8.5 by 5. And then I've got a piece of fabric, duct tape fabric, same on both sides, that matches the color of my purse. And this is 6 by 7. So 7 by 6, 6 by 7. And then you've got your piece that is 5 by 8.5. And then, of course, I've got my fabulous handy-dandy parchment paper, which I love. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to make the face. And to make the face, we're going to be using this piece of fabric. And this is the fabric template for the face. And what I would do is lay it on my fabric, trace around here, and then cut it out. And it's going to look like this when it's done. Pull this up. I'm going to place my little gobbler right here, and it goes right in that little cutout. And place that down, and then I'm going to put my little beak right over top. There we go. And then I'm going to add my little eyes. Again, these are just little stickers. There's 1 and 2. Now, don't feel like you have to use my template. You could always make your little guy any way that you want. And if you wanted to add some embellishments using your Sharpie pen, feel free to do that. Maybe give him little nostrils or little feathers, whatever you want to do, it's up to you. Now we're going to attach it to the purse. So what I like to do is I actually like to take this and line it up with the purse, and I like to scooch the purse body in the front down so that there's no way that I'm going to tape my back to my front. Lining up my back, right like that. I'm going to take a piece of tape. And I'm just going to lay this tape right across the back. So that it seals it there. And then I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to seal it from this side with another strip of tape. Now, depending on how much usage you think this is going to get, you can add a couple layers of tape here. Sometimes it's nice to come back if you think that you're going to be using it a lot, put some strips going this way, and then come back and do 2 more strips this way, just to give you extra added strength. Okay, so now you could stop right here if you wanted to, if you wanted this to be your turkey purse. It's pretty well set and it looks like a turkey, but we're going to be adding some turkey feathers. So right now, though, I'm going to add very quickly my Velcro. And what I do with that is I've got my sticky back Velcro. I just take my sticky back Velcro, put it together so that it's Velcroed, loop side to the sticky side, and then peel the sticky off, stick it on one side, peel the sticky on the other side, push it down so that it seals really good, And then, there you go. You got that nice. Okay, now the tail is probably the most complicated part. So I'm going to move my face off for just a second here. Remember that yellow piece of fabric? Okay, well, with our yellow piece of fabric, what we're going to do is we are going to take our tail feather, which is the large tail feather, and it's marked large tail feather, and it's also marked fabric. And what we're going to do is lay this on our piece of fabric, and we are going to trace around and then cut out so that it looks like this. Kind of looks a little bit like a crown. Now what we're going to do is we are going to make 2 stickers. I'm going to make this red one here so you can see how to make it. What I'm going to do is take some sticky back tape and put 4 strips out so that I've got it set to go. And I'm going to take some tape here and tape down my piece of parchment paper in the corners so that it doesn't pop up on me. The problem with parchment paper is that it comes in a roll, and so sometimes it wants to conform to that roll shape and not to a flat shape. Okay, I'm going to take my first strip of tape and I place it down, rub it really good, lift it up so that it's not stuck here. Then I'm going to take my second piece of tape, and this is super important. When I lay this down, I want to make sure that I am overlapping. Now, what I'm making is basically a sticker, like we did for the beak, like we did for the eyes. This is what you would do. You'd flip this over, you'd use your template and draw your template, and you'd be set, right? Cut it out. Well, this is a double-sided sticker. So what we're going to do is we flip it over, and we put a second set of strips on the back here. So I'm going to put 1 and 2, and again, remembering to overlap. Now, if it seals on the edges, don't be worried about that. Don't be concerned, because what we're going to do next is take our template, place it down, and trace around. Now, once I've traced around here, you're going to do this for the red and for the orange. Once I've traced around here, then I'm going to cut both layers. I want to cut inside the line so I don't end up with that black there. So I'm going to go up and around and around and around and down and down and down and down. And we should be fine across the bottom because that is just where the tape is straight across anyway. But see why I like this? This gives me a double-sided sticker. See, now I've got 2 stickers with 1 set of cutting. All right, so now I've got my yellow. Let me move these out of the way. I've got my yellow base here. And I'm now going to layer my stickers. So the first one I'm going to do, and I've already got this one cut and ready to go. On the front side here, I line this up and lay down my first one. And then I'm going to lay down my second one. See that? And there's my turkey feathers forming. Then I'm going to flip it over, do the same thing on the back. Line it up on the bottom. And then take the red one and line it up. It's easy to line that straight edge up. Now, the last thing that we need to do here is actually make some lines. So what I've done is I take my black tape and I lay it out nice and flat. And then what I want to do, I can use a ruler for this if I want, but I have a tendency to like to freehand things. I'm cutting tiny, skinny little strips with my X-Acto knife, all the way down. Tiny, skinny little strips like that. See that? And then these strips I'm going to place to start making my feathers. So I've got 1, just cut that right there, and 2. As you can see, this is defining my feathers. Now the thing about it is, I'm going to do this on both sides, and I can come back and I can do the trimming once I've got it all laid out here. You see, I'm just going all the way around to make those feathers apparent. And we got one more here. It's great to have these all cut ahead of time for yourself. That's what I did. And it's nice when you can get them nice and thin. I mean, like I said, you can use a ruler if you want to. And I'm going to put one on the edge. And one on this edge. Now I would do this on the back as well. Now let's get rid of this piece because we don't need this anymore. And I'm just going to take my X-Acto knife and just trim off all these little edges here because I don't need those. And at this point in time, if you have a problem, like if your bottom didn't line up as well as you wanted it to, you could just come back with a pair of scissors and trim across the bottom there. And if you got any extras that are hanging over, there you go. Okay, so that's what it should look like, kind of like the NBC peacock. And now we're ready to attach it to our body. So again, remember I would do the back side too. So what I'm going to do is take my turkey and turn him over and figure out where I want to place this. Right about there. And take a strip of brown tape here. And I'm just going to secure it right in place. Okay, so see how it's flappable. Okay, take the flap, flap it down. We are going to secure this, don't worry. And then I'm going to take this inside flap like that. And I want to secure this part down really good, like that. There we go. Okay, now I can come back and I can add a little extra on this side here. And see this part? I can fold that into the edge, into the crease there. And I want to do this on the other side too. Don't worry, I know you're going to say, that looks a little sloppy, but don't worry because we're going to come back and put one more final piece. This is just to make sure it stays secure there. Like that. We're going to come back and put one more final piece straight across the back here. Okay, and there you have Mr. Gobbler. Now, if you want to, you can take a little teeny tiny piece of tape here like this and make a loop. Place that loop right in the center and push it shut like that so that it holds it up nice and secure like that. And there you have it, a cute little fella to take with you when you go to Thanksgiving dinner. Now, you guys have asked for many, many different styles of faces, and I promise you we're going to get to each and every single one. So come and check us out, Sophie-World.com, for your suggestions. And my turkey friend.